Hey everybody, welcome back to the Horror over Skyrim. We're going to do something a little bit different because I know you guys have played Skyrim many times, and I've actually got two mods here that actually are running. And the one is called Beyond Reach. I haven't started this one yet, but we're going to go over there for a purpose because I know there's a set of armor that exists in Beyond Reach that allows you to kind of like reflect damage back on the other creatures. So basically that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go over here and see if I can get that armor so I can disenchant it and put reflect damage back. It's almost like if you've ever fought the what's his name, the Ebony Warrior. The Ebony Warrior has the same kind of enchantment that he can, when you hit him, he can reflect that same damage can get reflected back at you. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over there and kind of work through that mod. The reason is because one, it's kind of haunted as well, and also you guys have seen Skyrim multiple times before, so I don't think there's anything wrong with taking a look at the mod, the horror over Skyrim, which is bad enough, but also going to look at something else as well. So I know you guys are like, what? It is. It's a unique land space, and by the end, if you do it right, it's a torture scape, a hellscape by the time you get finished. But we'll show you guys, and it's fairly demented too. So and it starts with this guy. Actually, it starts with a priest that comes up and talks to you, and she gives you the location of this guy to get to that region. So I'm going to let you go through that, and we're going to go in there and we're going to see how much we can complete of it.
All right. What gave it away? This rugged face or my tired gaze? Crossing those boundaries will give you both. Ah, little blind girl, the clingy bodyguard, right? There are a couple of them? Seem to give that impression on their way here. I digress. Going to make a return journey through that rocky maze once I've got all the wares for my eager clients in the east. I'm short of a bodyguard myself. The fool who escorted me here got himself lost in the wilds somewhere, staggering from the inn in a drunken stupor. Thought about tying him to the wagon until he came to his senses. And ultimately, if you're going to put your life in someone's hands, then it better be someone you trust. Right. I'm desperate, you see. Happy now? Just need a body to take the hits in case we get into any trouble. Which we won't, of course. Don't worry, I'll be paid handsomely. So that is, if we don't drop the venture halfway through, and we push through to the end. Don't want to blow the wind out of your sails, but this is the east of Hyrule, worlds apart from the west. Don't want you to get any false impressions of us Bren folk from there. Merry-go-round again. Get aboard. New lands await.
So if you've never done any New Lands mods, this is one of the best ones. Just because it's got a full story to it. It's actually even got some Game of Thrones like dialogue and everything. But you guys will see as we go through.
Lord step of the king. If the gods ordain that we stumble across trouble now, farce.
I'm playing the whole beginning, so you guys see it from the beginning. There is some reading because it can get wordy. But once you've been through once, you can get past some of the wordiness. And it gives options to skip as well. Okay, this is where it comes up. It says there's sensitive there's offensive material. Some things are graphic, and some things will make you go and you're really glad when you finally kill the king. But not to give away a spoiler, but I'm gonna go with no, censor nothing. So this is uncensored, so you don't know what you may see or find, but nothing's gonna be censored. If you're watching my channel, by the way, you know I don't really censor a lot anyway, so...
Look over there. The man's gasping for life. I'm not going any further until you find out what's going on. Hey now, I'm just a merchant. I try to avoid spilled blood. And besides, what else am I paying you for?
So you can ask lore questions, or just go talk to the merchant, so... And so I don't really need to ask a lot of that stuff. I'm not going to do a lot of that. I'm just going to go through as fast as possible. Guy dies right away. And there are different armor sets right here. If you look at the people, you always see different stuff, like the plated goat hide brigandine, Aventel helmets, very traditional, kind of like medieval helmets, goat hide boots, and goat hide gloves. So if you want to keep those, you can, or start wearing those, you can. It's Halloween, so I'm not switching. But there are Imperial soldiers over here, and there's a war kind of going on. And you also got the Witchmen. Now they're going to look like Forsworn, but he's going to remind you that they are Witchmen. And there's our first Witchman. Talks guttural and is going to vomit on me. He vomits on me, I take his head off. And everything is marked Witchman. There is an axe. Hold on, his sword. This one also, the axes and the swords, they're coated with a wicked substance that gives you like a poison that you can put on your weapons afterwards. I don't know if the whole bumping action will happen over here, but, you know, we'll see what happens. That's the hard leather chest piece, boots and gloves. Since I'm over here for the first time, I'll take the stuff that I don't have or don't, it's not Skyrim normal. As I can carry a bunch anyway, so it's not going to bog me down.
Come to talk. No, friend. Not Forsworn. Witchmen. So I told you about these devils already? Trust me, these aren't the type you want to be ignorant about. If you treat them like you would any common scoundrel hounding for your coin purse, then the next sight you'll be seeing is that of gods. Bastards coat their blades and arrows with this vile poison, a resin so foul it can condemn giants to an agonizing death with nary a brush. I'm not sure how you came out of that alive, to be honest. You're tougher than you look. Really? That's hard to believe. These scum are a whole new low for the Reachman. Carving a man, woman, child, and babe alike in their hideous rituals. Sadistic artists. And they play with the bodies they harvest, hoist them in that dense woodland north. Well, simply, you should... My clients are... However, you should speak with the governor up there.
He gives everything
I'll
that
see
they
you
where
later.
to go next. So
My thanks to
you
Medusa.
get 200 gold for it. So now we have to head back to the city, and there's a big bridge that the first city is built across. And there's actually even a larger city that you have to go to as well. But the one thing is everything is steep around here. Like if you get down in a river, it is very hard to get out of it. There's not as many kind of like sloped areas as Skyrim. They're very hard areas. There's places to enter, places not to. So if you get a bridge, use the bridge. Don't try and jump in the water and think you're gonna get around that way. There's that griffin thing. And you're thinking, why are you getting ready to shoot the freaking griffin thing? Because later on, it is a pain in the ass. Because I think that the game's not going to let me kill it. Later on, you have to fight it. Yeah, I don't think the game will let me kill it right now. Yeah, I don't think the game will. Oh, I think it's talking to me.
Hold on. Wow. I thought I'd get this close. Okay. Go through the Morosa. Tell her Emily.
That's called the divide. It's just basically this big bridge.
Hey, new face. Do me a favor, will you? Please. I'll make it worth the trouble. Look, just eager to get the rest of this power strike. Earn yourself respect.
Always at your intent to address nobility lacking proper decorum. Speak quickly, lest you rile my temper. Oh, a harbinger of your news, not the best first impression. But fate is telling me in advance of my own gods. This is only a matter of time before they spread further east. Pardon the introduction, yet understand the need for it. You can't have any wandering yokel close royalty like they're of the same stock. It's not good for the kingdom's image. We'll have the blood there as soon as possible, but for you, are you interested in some coin? We need someone to talk to us. Nothing more pleasing to a mercenary than gold. From your mannerisms, I understand assertion that you're not versed with Chiron itself, and probably lack much
There's all kinds of lore you can get.
Things are
And this guy offers himself as a follower. I like his armor though.
He said I'm not working for our mum as well. If it makes you feel any better, I spare a little prayer for every unfortunate bastard that happens to meet my axe. Besides, haven't you done just the same thing? Maybe poor at vision, but I ain't deaf. Always a stern, huh? Look, I ain't gonna knock you for any little extra club. Not many other options to do so around the reach. So if you're ever feeling down and you need a rock holder to cry on, then I'm your man. Though I've got a little problem with my legs. You see, they can't move unless I rub them with some coin. Say, 500 seconds to be exact. So, will you help a poor old codger to walk again?
So you can bring him along if you want to.
Now let's go bash some skulls before I bore my ass off.
So you can give him stuff or just take him with you. I'm not giving him stuff. I'll figure out how we go.
Don't make this a habit now.
Then we head right out. And we have to talk to a guy named Jackos down in Armenia. But when you look at the map, this is what I'm talking about. This is a huge land. And when they're talking about talking to Jackos, I basically got to go over all the way here to the middle, basically. And it's not actually the middle. The middle's actually kind of like here. And then it goes all the way out around this area. So you've got a really huge land space that you get with this mod. And if you get tired of playing Skyrim, this is one thing I've always said: get a mod, man, because there's, it's it doesn't really change the game. It's just another location that you get to visit. And like I said before, if you get tired of running around Skyrim, always take a chance to go run around and see what else is out there. And there's enough stuff over here that you can play for quite a while. I don't know if these guys have the same knockdown power, though. That's the only thing I don't know. I'm not taking this chance right now. Actually, I probably should take the chance just to test it. Yeah, there's a lot of dead walking around here. This is my sword out. Let's go ahead and see how I do, if I get flipped around or not. Okay, hold on a second. Sorry, I had to go check on my cooking and I started getting attacked while I was down. They're not super hard, but then again, I am augmented. I will not lie about that. But I have been killed with 1.6 armor. 1.6 million armor. I have been killed. So some of the things I put in my game are way harder than you would normally freaking run into. This is what I was talking about, the rivers. This one kind of slopes off, but there are some that you just can't get out. You can only get in at certain points. You can't get in at every point. There's a exile cutthroat out there too. The exiles are like bandits, but they'll cut your throat just as good as anybody else. Some of the guys more basic stuff over here. That's where Armin is, right over there, but you really do need to find the bridge to get to it. It's a very swampy area. But don't let these river areas deceive you right now. I did it with my first survival mode playthrough. The guy came out here and played through the whole quest line. Just because I wanted to see what happened.
Spit it out. It's my earnings for the season. Listen, I can treat you lads filled out at the end if you just let me take back half my stuff. That'd be compromise, right, boys? It's always never wrong, never after. I could go for a pint right about now. Come on, what's you say? Something to say. I need a helper or a plotting saboteur. If the latter, then I must warn you, there's no second chance of it in this town. First sign of you turning cloak and likely hoisted in your dungeon. What do you suggest? Confront our foes with daisies and smiles? That'll keep your smug face in too. Yeah, there's some truth to your words, and I'd be remiss in this town's welfare if I stubbornly defend my stance. So if you sincerely want to help out, then you have a job at hand. Oh no, friend, not attempt, but do. This isn't a job you can just half-arse and make your peace with alone. You'll have to stick it through, else Mara's going to be receiving another soul. If you haven't noticed, we civilised folk and our civilised gatherings are but an enclave to all the scum that fly away. Stone's throw from our gates. Our closest neighbours actually those feral folk projected from the King of Sane, making the wilds their home. Exiles, same thing, just different legal repercussions came in terms of where they were booted. The punishment was death. Waterfall decreed it so. Even the family of exiles can expect the same right treatment if they felt they consorted with their criminal kin. Well, we needed a scout to oversee any contraband smuggling and corruption around our race, and those dealing with the delinquents. Exiles don't pose the same threats as the other villains of the religion. They sure break it in from here in the kingdom. Always had a problem with our guard. Doped up, turning a blind eye to their duties. Sometimes it's hard to distinguish between your own and those rats who supply it. Just what I like to hear. Some conviction for your work. Here, give us your name. I'll dot the area that our scouts use as a vantage point. You can gander at the whole camp on this humble knock. Just make sure you're discreet with this venture. These exiles may be dumb, but they ain't blind.
Let's see if there's anything else from what's got.
Never seen you before. All has to guess at your need. To escape this town must be in for a new gun as a first remark on this property. You're willing to stay a while longer. You come to witness that some of us still retain our civility. Don't judge a book by its cover, they say. It's not completely true in our case. suffering of our own, if you like it. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Tell them a helping hand is more than welcome. We'll get rid of this. Before I forget myself, let's have a look at more fancy. And this letter as well. See is meant to keep fine fingers out, so she'll know if you start sticking your nose in. What? Want to take you to dinner? Let's make sure you get back to her safely. If you ever feel your safety compromised, make sure to leave no trace of our letter. See the blood that follows will be on your hands, not mine.
Okay, so it says return Marosa with the news, and then when we completed investigated the army. So we have to go back to where we came from, Marosa, talk to her. When you first get here, I found that it was kind of hard to figure out which gates to go out of, because there's multiple gates, multiple directions. There's only one real good inn that I found to stay in, and it's outside the gates. You can use those horses, and sometimes they will transfer back with you to what's called, but it's hard to bring horses here. And then also you can't camp out here as well. I don't know, the one thing that I don't think really transferred over is the horror of Skyrim did not transfer over. I was kind of hoping it would be 1,000 people trying to kill us. It doesn't seem like that's occurring so far. I'll still play some of it, but I really wanted to kind of expose the horror of Skyrim, so I don't know if I'll stay over here or not. Just because what's called, now that we got it open anyway, I'll play it by ear. Or I might finish out some things over here instead of doing them in front of you guys and go back to regularly just getting through what's called. Let's go see what Morose has to say first. I don't want to bore you guys. I know the horror of Skyrim is a lot of stuff going on. Like these guys over here, people trying to burn like villagers. It's a cult. Oh no, I got knocked down by some wolves there. There you go. That's a freaking knockdown time. It's good that somebody else killed them. Yeah, we basically killed all of them. This is the, these people wearing this plated wool armor and gloves and visor and plated wool boots. Funny thing about these armors, if you get immersive armors, you get some of these same armors in immersive armor, just not enchanted sets of them. But there's some armors that are already like that. So if I get beyond reach, you actually gotta get the same kind of armors without like everything else. But the wolves definitely knocked me down. I don't know if you guys noticed that. Just the villagers started killing them before they could kill me. That's the direction I was going. I do think the amber, if you do get the Pumpkin King armor, the amber weapons really match it. I think.
Smoke from atop that old bridge. The smell it carried proved that most who were watching the tragedy. I'm not too keen on meeting an age that holds this type of power.
Yeah, I'm almost back to back to the divide. You can see it's a huge bridge that goes all the way across, so the city's all basically built on top of it. This still gives you an example of what I'm doing with the Horror Beyond Skyrim. I just don't see the vast numbers of attacks that I was seeing in Skyrim itself. So I might go back, since this is the month for the Horror over Skyrim, I might go back and just do that. This I might do on the side. Maybe just to get the reflection armor for that I can use in Skyrim, but not near the aggressiveness.
You can very well win. Your deeds are not short of paying so instead going to make a push against oppression or to raise their outpost. Your help would make a difference. Good to see some enthusiasm. The reef certainly needs more like you.
Okay. Drugo. Basically, if you choose to work with the Imperials, it's kind of like the quest line. If you don't want to work with me, you have the choice too. So they give you a lot of options in this. I really like just the vastness of the new space that is not Skyrim. I only got a few spaces in this game, the horror. The ones that I thought fit horror is the ones I have here. Night Drogo, since back in on the yeah, I've got it on legendary, so I don't know why it's why I'm not getting attacked more. Yeah, it's on legendary, so like I said, I fight every time you come through here though. I'm just here.
It's a habit now.
I think all I got last time was just not the headdress. I think that's the only thing I was missing. Let's see if I got a full set of the Witchman. If I got a full set, I'll stop picking it up. Yeah, boots, helmet, gauntlets. Witchman. I'll get some of this done, and then depends on what this guy tells me to do next. If I'll continue here or just head back and start getting the normal quest lines knocked out. Probably should go around and show you all the followers because there are a number of followers in the horror mod also. And that's a Reaver, I think, or a Rhaegar looter, or Dragonstar looter. think the Dragon Stars are some Redguard mercenaries in that building or village over there. So you got the Exiles, the Orcs, the Witchmen, and the Dragon Star looters. I think they're pirates, but oh, he's over here.
Commander, you must understand that this costly
crap.
operation scroll will set you back on the objective.
And you must understand, Aaron, that this is our last opportunity to justify our presence here. Without this, any suspicions among the Bretons of our net, out with it. The Empire doesn't employ the services of simple murderers and thugs. But if you're looking to serve Tamriel, then yeah, you could use it. As you may or may not be aware, there's a significant orc population to the west of our hold. It's not just an equal party either. Scouts have reported that they've burned down a small outpost built around it rapidly. We fear that their expansion may reach Arnhem and further. Our auxiliaries and few of the town guard may be sufficient to clear the outpost. Just pray they don't send more through the ravine. Go meet the officer stationed just at the bridge, overlooking the lake. If you're still breathing, find your way back to this outpost. I'll have a most generous reward waiting on the table. I hope you're one that honors the contract. This is a rare breed around here. I'm sure. Now, don't keep my men waiting. May you have good fortune
I
in the battle to
advise
come.
great caution to the occupants of the ground. They can hold invaluable information. All you need to do is stay your house.
You're deceiving survive. Why is it?
I think the last time I did this, I actually meandered quite a bit. I don't think I came directly, like I am now, I didn't come directly into talk to the Imperials at first. I think I went to another city or something. I know what I did. I went to go get my house first. There's a house you can get in here. But it's out in the middle of the main city. Go all the way over here. Yeah, the rivers aren't steep around here, but when you get out into the wild, it's really steep. You're forced into almost specific points that you have to fight your way through to get anywhere. There is a teleport system that's built into the game, but you got to talk to the priest and stuff like that before you get that started. It's almost like a fast travel. This right here is the one of the only ends that's available. Baby's flank. So if you're in survival mode, it's very hard to get what's going on. The orcs are who you fight right now.
Gonna keep staring. Be on your way. Cluster a couple of old skulls and put all their teeth up the wall. You never do that. Very well. You'll simply do that. Very well. You'll simply take a path in his boat. From the scouts assessments, important to build small artillery, arrows and such. Main bulk of their arsenal was a want that was stolen from the south of the world. You like to find some shelter. I want to be outside when it's pissing down.
Well, we should get to see some battle here. I can run around and craft stuff all day, but if you don't fight, it's like, oh, what are you doing? There's one way that you can, I came the way just where I go straight to fighting. You can sneak. I think I took the wrong track. No, I didn't. What are they swinging at?
You up slowly, you watch. Come in, quick.
Who are they fighting? Oh, they're fighting freaking skeevers. I was like, what the heck are they fighting? Oh, that's why I said that you guys stay up. It's very hard. Like I just went down to that river. This is one of those teleport things. Yeah, through here, I think is where we're going. Now with the orcs coming out trying to kill us.
Stay down.
got knocked down by that guy. Crap. I think those war chief are eliminated somehow. These guys are shooting at me. I think if there's if I'm not mistaken, there's an area up here. Did I did it last time? But you gotta get to the top. And if you get to the top, there's a, I think there's like hostages in here. Yeah, I think it's up there. Oh, with an orbital shot. There you go. I'm gonna sword this guy.
Come here, Brittany. Well, that was easier than expected.
Only someone can. Please, get me down from here already. Oh, thank you. Oh, my wrists. Get me
And
out
then got killed.
away from this place.
You deal with her later.
Got something on your mind?
Only someone can. Oh, thank you. Oh, my wrists.
Now we gotta go back.
Forget about it. The things they did. I can feel it rising inside me. That's one of their evils inside me. Get it out.
Yeah,
Please.
she's been possessed or something.
Oh, he's a damn old spawn.
Oh, she thinks she's pregnant.
God, I feel sick. Only someone can. Oh, thank you. Ah, my wrists.
it comes around later that she is pregnant by an orc and she wants an abortion, and you have to help her, or you don't help her. It's twisted. Regardless of where your politics lie, it just kind of puts you on to make a choice. So, not to bring politics into the game, it's definitely in this mod. They put it in there. Whoever made the mod did that she gets pregnant, and you got to decide if you want to kill the baby or not. That's a later quest. I think it's a side quest. But it's definitely morally gray. What you do in this mod is very kind of depends on you, the character, and your choices as a player. And then you become a knight, and then you got to figure out what to do with all the other stuff that you find in here. So it's a really complex mod. I really enjoyed it. The storyline was great, and in the end, you end up with a torn and twisted, burning landmass that you've got bandits and things out here. If you just want to come out and fight, you can come out here and fight as long as you want to. Okay, we're going to go turn this in. I'll choose if I'm going to continue with this or not. It is, like I said, there's a lot of kind of decisions you got to make in this mod. So, really how you want to invest your time to play it. It's about 20 quests that you have to complete the game portion. I think I'm on the main quest line right now. There's a lot of side quests too. There's other stuff people will come up to and ask you, and then they're like, okay, yeah, let's try that, or let's do that. And some have implications. Your choices, have implications later as well. But just like dealing with Daedra, Horror for Skyrim, dealing with Daedra, they're all very adult-oriented mods. They're not like Lover's Lab oriented, but they're definitely still adult themes, ideas, things like that. So. I don't get emotionally invested in games, so I don't play anything. It's a game A, and the game, this is what decision made. In real life, it might be different, but in the game, this is what I need to do. It depends on my character right now. My character is called the Wicked King, so he doesn't care what happens to any of these people. I could save them one day, or the next day, freaking wipe them all out. So, not really concerned with what they're doing as much as what I'm doing. That's why I picked him for the Pumpkin King, because Pumpkin King means he has to. And when I first started last year, I just wanted a Wicked Eagle playthrough, and that's what I built him as. But then I used this mod, and I got my ass kicked, so now I'm back kicking its ass. But you can see it does get dark, and it is gloomy, and I love it. It's pretty cool. Anyway, we have opened this up, so now I've got an extra land space to run to. I will come back to this, maybe for highlight points, and get the reflecting stuff, so I won't force you guys through all that, because I really need to do, last time I did this, I just did it part of my playthrough. I really need to do a focused kind of playthrough, just like the horror over Skyrim. I need to do a focused playthrough just through this as well.
Hey, don't make this a habit now.
soldiers tell me of your skill in battle. I've reported that you did what you were sent for. Thus, you'll be rewarded generously. Also, have a look at this. Seems Mortfin is in need of a mercenary. Apparently those witchmen up in the valley ran with something very dear to him. Seeing that you've excelled in helping our forces with that assault, I'm sure you'll be more than enough for whatever he has in store.
So now the Malkoff March. So you can ask all the questions, or you can just read the note.
Go.
Okay, we'll speak to
Great.
the Lord of Armina. Actually, I'll go get prepared to speak to the Lord of Armina. We might go through this one. It just depends. I've already gotten several of the quests done. We'll see. I'll look and see what I've got to do to get the rest done. We'll get over here and talk to Mortafane. He's an asshole, as I remember. I really love the mods that take you away from what normally you do in Skyrim. Well, there is getting bumped down by the animals. That has happened over here. Just not as often as it was happening in Skyrim. I really love the environment though. Dark, gloomy, and lightning. You don't know if you're going to get killed by freaking creatures. It's a all around well-made mod. This is where they bring people up and torture them. Crazy. A little more hardcore than even the where I've got people hanging in the other part of Skyrim. Crow's cages are hung outside the gallows of Skyrim. Cage. I remember. I think this one's got a really confusing map. Hold on, to the inside. Got that inside area, and then this area. There we go. This little shrimp.
Not often mercenaries come wanting into my chamber. Fortunately, I am in need of an errand boy. Just 2 days ago, my guard featured a small group of witchmen just outside the city walls. First time in a while they've come this close. They butchered all but one that left for the hills deep within the valley, and by coincidence, a necklace of mine went missing. Hearing you speak of such relics like they were common jewels makes me sick. This amulet is what keeps you in this town safe. Shouldn't become wild with naivety. Off you go. Lest you forfeit the gold you desire, forgo the safety you'll have within my walls.
Okay, so I spoke to him. He said basically get his amulet. So That's the quest that we're going to continue on, probably just to get it done. I don't think it takes that long to get it done. So.
Fancy place. So this is where the
But
fuse
just like I said, there are some disturbing
Maybe in
elements
my
to it,
next
so
life I'll be
just
born into a
prepare
life
for
like
that.
that as well.
Hope you guys enjoyed the channel. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We'll be back again tomorrow. This is the Horror Over Skyrim, Shadows of Oblivion, and we're right now currently in the mod called Beyond Reach. Sorry about that. Anyway, Beyond Reach is the mod that I'm in. So, playing several mods going, so you guys do. Hopefully you let everybody know, like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you guys again tomorrow. All right,